I recently experienced a very eye-opening event. You see, I am a nurse, and I work in a hospital, and I work on the IV team. In our hospital, the IV team responds to all codes. If a patient crashes, we respond. And I probably should mention that also in our hospital, the IV team is located in another whole zip code, almost another county far into the hospital. One day I had walked into our office, and it was time for lunch, and there was no one else around, and all of a sudden it happened. Attention, all personnel, code blue, room 638. There was no one else there but me. So I did what I had to do, and I grabbed my Save Your Life bag, and I took off running from the other county, and I ran out of the office, and I ran up the ramp of the hallway into the basement, and I took a right, and I ran down to the south side of the hospital, which is the snack bar, and then I took a left, and I ran down to the north end of the hospital where the elevators were. And I got there because that was where it was going to take me to room 638. The problem was, all the elevator doors were closed. So I'm standing there, and there were tons of people, and they just kept coming, and I'm looking at the doors, and I'm thinking, this isn't quite going to work, because when these doors open, these people are going to casually get on that elevator, and then it's going to stop at every floor on the way up. That patient had crashed. He needed me. So I did the next best thing, and I ran past the elevators, and I ran to the stairwell, and I opened the stairwell door, and I looked up at those steps, and I thought, I'm not sure if I can do this, but my head said, you can do it! You're a superwoman! So I took off up those steps. Well, for those of you who don't know, from the basement to the 6th floor is 7 flights of steps. But I was on it. I had my Save Your Life bag, and I was running up those steps, and I knew when I got to the top, I'd just fling open the door, and the patient's room would be right there. So I kept on running, and I was breathing, and I got up there, and when I reached the top, I flung the door open, and there it was, room 638. The patient, the crash cart, the crash team, the nurses. What an eye-opener. I thought, oh my gosh, how can we help others if we don't take care of ourselves first?